We now return to Fallout Shelter. Alright. Got a bunch of people here. Okay, so bring some of our people back. Wait, what? I don't know what that just said. Anyway. Collect her, collect him, and collect him. Then we got two other people hanging out here. And then we're looking at gaining one more, so we can unlock the medical. Your average. Well, you've got the beginnings of fighters, so we'll take Dave Barry and pop him in there. So, now we can begin this other stuff. The problem here is, as I just saw there, I can't destroy something that connects another room, so I cannot work my way backwards. I can't build here and then have it go that way. Another thing, too, I did not think about, is that I can't really do a 2x2 room. Oh, boy. Are they... Oh, I think they're just wandering. Yeah, they're not actually in the room yet. Okay, thank you. That's not... I don't need that. Hold on here. Deliver one baby dweller. Okay, well, I mean, I suppose we could. What are you? You're just average stats. We should probably have you go in. We should probably look at... strength. Although, if I really wanted to, I could have like a super intelligence person come out of this. Maybe we'll just wait on that until I get some more rooms. What was I saying? Right. So I can't put my 2x2 rooms if they're going to be the same room, because they'll just meld together. So I'm going to have a room in between here, and then have a 2x room over here and a 2x room over here, which means we essentially have to get rid of this right now. So I guess we're doing that. So let's go ahead and add the diner down here. Start removing guys. Said we'll start removing our guys. For crying out loud. Okay, then I suppose I'll be adding an extension to the electrical over here. And since you're just wandering around, why don't you hang out in the storeroom? Okay, get rid of that. You can handle that one. Then we'll need to add on to that room and quarters. Alright. Bit pricey. At least we're getting that going. Now we can have a med bay. And I guess we can go with the med bays. It's going to be a little while before we unlock the science lab. Where does my cap right now? I can actually have another one in here. So really, I'd only need one, and then I could have my science room first, and then a med bay. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Just kind of like I'd like to go on there. Why don't we go ahead and start sending out some of you guys? We'll wait some of those, but the newbies we can send out. What are we waiting on here? level up in the Wasteland. That's probably going to be very difficult. Actually, all of these look like they're going to be very difficult. So let's go return to this idea about making babies. Since we will be having a medical facility, we will need the intelligence. Susan Phillips, I guess? Or Nancy. Nancy could use a little bit of a happiness boost. That would do it. But she doesn't have any experience. The thing is, though, I've got her on the door. She's a guard right now, which means that if she became pregnant, she would not be able to fulfill that duty. But why don't we go ahead and do that? Drop you in here. Drop you in there. Then I guess one of you guys will get to swap out temporarily. Oh, I guess I should be giving you a better gun anyhow. You'll get to take over up there. Why don't I give you that one? There. So now we'll just give them a moment. Have that thing fulfilled. Raise the happiness of a dweller to 100%. Now that might actually do it, if they have a baby. A little low on this. So how do I see this again? Is it in this? Stats. So power production is 4.0. Power consumption is 3.7. So it's pretty small. So why don't we go ahead just temporarily... Well, actually, if we're just going to do temporary, let's pop you in there to help out for a moment. But I think that we'll do that med bay. We'll do like a storeroom, and then maybe another med bay there. Unless I get this science room. I'm probably going to want two eventually. Probably will be a good idea to have that many there. Otherwise, what I could do is a 3-room and a 2-room. Or a med bay and then a science room or something. Okay, this is going to take a while. I will come back. Okay, zoomed in a little too much. But looks like they've finally made it happen. So this should give us a pretty good boost. There we go. Happiness 100%. Yeah, I forgot there's music when you zoom into a room. Now, unfortunately, Nancy is going to be out of commission for quite some time. So why don't we have her help out? I guess she can just hang out there. Well, actually, since she does have the intelligence thing going... Yeah, alright, why don't we... I don't know, I'm just thinking Med-Bay Science Lab, but why don't we go ahead and do this? We'll build one. And you can go work out in there. Because, actually, Gene West could use a medkit right now. What else we got going on here? Level up in the Wasteland, explore one location in the Wasteland, which we're super under-leveled for. And eventually that. So what are we looking at here? 12 minutes. We are one away And I've got no caps, so even if I can unlock the science lab, be pretty tight. So then we gotta get to 18 to get the Overseer's office, and this is where we can start doing the quests in the story. That'll actually be pretty good. I've got to keep an eye on Jean because she is getting very low on health, and since this is survival mode, she could die. So, I'll give this a bit, see what happens. Okay, apparently we managed to explore a location. We'll have to see. Nope, not that. Must be you then. Successfully hid from the raiders and found a rusty laser pistol. That's pretty good early on. That's a pretty powerful weapon. You know, it's really not so bad out here sometimes. Doing okay. Taking a few hits. Mostly suffering damage. Not really killing anything. Maybe now that he's got a laser weapon, though. Even though it's only rusty. Taking damage, okay. Are we sure it was only him, though? The mole rat chewed through my boot. He'd kill one, though. Managed to patch up a fugitive's leg that was shot. Got some caps out of it. Pretty good. Maybe it was this? That was a long time ago, though. But he found the broadcasting tower. Couldn't get into it, though. So it has to be this. It has to be finding the raiders' camp here and hiding that managed to unlock that for him. Which is weird because I thought locations were like the locations that you can go in and explore. Probably gonna need a party for that anyway. Still chugging along here, but now we've got four guys in power production, 5.6. So I mean we should be getting a little further ahead here. We can check out some of the stuff that I've got. Managed to find a BB gun. Everybody starts out with that. It's the best weapon in the world for a 10-year-old. And the standard 10mm pistol, most common handgun found in the Wasteland. And a rusty scoped 44. Packs a softer punch, but it's still a reliable handgun. And the lever action rifle, when you need to take down your enemies cowboy style. There's a ton of these things in here. The rusty hunting rifle, dirty but dependable, which this is a gun you can trust. A lot of these ones are probably going to have to craft later on. The butcher knife. Not really a knife, it's more the cleaver. You go mete out some punishment. Get it? Mete out. Pressurized flamer. It's like wielding the power of a dragon in your arms. What kind of outfits do we have? I mean, they're all going to be standard here. The handyman jumpsuit. Great for fixing a leaking valve or refueling a Chrysalis Corvega. Pretty much, eventually, we'll have outfitted themes. All the people will be wearing the same things. A radiation suit designed to protect its wearer from radiation, just like you would imagine. Accountant outfit, because the vault's caps reserve doesn't count itself. And the mayor outfit, settlements need rulers, and you're elected, so I guess that means right now what's-his-face is the mayor. Although, when I put my own character in here, eventually, he'll be wearing that. Sturdy raider armor, only the Waste's toughest raiders get to wear these duds. And I see they're ready to be collected. I should be paying attention to that because it doesn't go automatically. And hey, we've got a stim pack. Good. And a level up. Even better. Let's give Jean West a little health boost here. She's not healing up as quickly as I would like. we can see here I added Susan to the room here to help out because she's actually got a little bit of intelligence. And our pregnant Nancy just ran off. If I was really serious, I'd probably put him up there, but right now, well, I mean, you know, all things considered, we should replace him with Susan. If I wanted more, yeah, just in case they start taking a lot of damage, why don't we swap out there? Because it's the same amount of strength. I am glad to see we're leveling up a little bit, though. That'll start making things a little bit better. I imagine eventually I'm really going to regret this single elevator shaft. I might end up having an elevator shaft at the end here that connects up just this little block, but just to keep in the spirit of the original layouts, I don't want to have two shafts. So, as I said last episode, we're going to be making this a little bit more difficult than it needs to be, but nonetheless. Anyway, let's go back to our outfits here. The Expert Radiation Suit, a special one, as you can tell by the border. Ever feel like swimming in a pool of radioactive waste? Oh, they probably will be eventually. And here we collect our junk for crafting, which isn't for a very long time. Great at keeping the wasteland heat away if it worked. The desk fan. Ramen hide. Great for making a full-grain leather jacket. 2 heads means 2 hoods. Okay, you gotta stop doing that. Shovel. Versatile and reliable. No dweller should be without one. And the Yaoguai hide. Don't mess with me, your hide-made outfits will say. Okay, well, we've hit that little slowdown, which is unfortunate. We only had the 2 people. Get out of here. That was overnight. The radio station isn't until 20. Once I get this, we'll be able to broadcast, and that'll hopefully increase the amount of people we get. And what I'm thinking I'll do is take out this room and maybe put the radio room right in the middle of all of these guys. Maybe. Now, you know, we're going to have the same connectivity issue thing, so I'm going to have to wait until I get the rooms spread out so I can connect them via an elevator at the end of the corridor so that we have a connection that I can remove the middle rooms or something. But in future, possibly put it there. In fact, instead of... I was originally thinking maybe I'd put a little storeroom in between the med bays. But maybe now I'll just put a 1-room radio, just have that one be the broadcaster, and maybe have the middle one be for the stat boost. I don't know. Okay, well, some time has passed, and aside from just constant bombardment by rad roaches and fires, not much else has happened. It's getting kind of dicey here. They are doing a little bit better, but they're taking a lot of damage in these areas here. And this area is definitely the hot spot, no pun intended, because fires break out here all the time. Particularly in this room. They're breaking out in the living quarters and then coming down. But there's been a few things that have happened here, like a rad roach infestation happened here, and then it split off to both rooms, which I let happen because it allowed them to gain some experience each, because now there were 2 rooms of invasion. But we're slowly picking up some of our stim packs out of these guys, so hopefully I can build that up for a bit. What are we allowed to have? Like up to 10? How can I tell? Storage of 15? Yeah. So I'll have to expand to get beyond that, but once I can get a good supply, then I can take a few more risks there. Speaking of risks, we can see here that our guys out here, George Cook is doing a good job of earning some experience, taking just a little bit of damage, largely thanks to his discovery there. He's also found himself some nightwear, which is giving charisma. That's a charisma wear there. However, his companion here, David, is doing a little worse, and that's largely because he doesn't have the proper weapon. And he's taking a bit more radiation damage, so I think I'm going to recall these guys, just because I'd kind of maybe like to take their outfits and use them here at home. Oh, this guy looks funny over there. Storm might be coming. And, okay, so here we go again. The fires are pretty disastrous, and it's kind of a pain. By the time I get somebody over there to handle it, the fires spread. But yeah, I should probably... You're about half health. I should probably give you a little boost there. And I should probably log out so the disasters stop happening for a while. But one thing I would like to do, I'd like to gain a few more dwellers and start working on this happiness raising. And one thing I think I can do here is sort of make some specialty babies. So we got, who's the high P there? Not you. So Joan and Henry here. Why don't you go off? Now the room is big enough that I could put another couple in there. The problem is that they might mingle together and choose different partners, and then that would give me random stats that I'm trying to, or not trying to get. So by focusing here on just one couple at a time, I can maybe get a few more people to help out with higher stats. Eugenics, basically, is what we're practicing here. Overseer knows best. I kind of think maybe I should just move Mark out of this, because right now we don't need him to be defending that, and he would at least be in the room, the storeroom here to help out. That flamer might actually do him well here. But at least being occupied now, we might have a little bit less of a chance of disaster. And you can see there's VATS on the computer screen. It is kind of fun what they've added to the rooms and the little details and whatnot. Like when you get Mr. Handy's, the box will show up here. I think the pet carriers will too when you get animals. But dismal little cafeteria. They look better later though. I'm kind of excited for when we actually unlock the Overseer's office and start getting quests and whatnot, because then we can get themes, we can get all sorts of good stuff. It's just kind of boring starting out. I should probably not stay zoomed in on these. I have no idea what music is. They have copyright issues. Most of the Fallout music so far has had issues. So I can only imagine this one has the same thing. Weird that there'd be VATS. I mean, it's weird that a storage unit would have a VATS monitor anyway, but it's just weird that it would be in the electrical room too. And even on that screen there. Okay, well, I guess I will end this one here. This is pretty much what this is going to be like for a while, at least until I can get some more of the dwellers in and unlock some of the more interesting rooms. I think after these two, I'm going to have, well, probably Diane and Larry here, so that we can get a strength baby. It's good that we kind of have an endurance guy already. He's not super high, but 3 is a pretty decent stat to start out with. And I think as far as just flat land levels go, we've only got a couple people. We've got David Barry, Mark Jenkins, and George Cook is just flat. They don't even specialize in anything. So they'll either be trainable, or they'll end up being scouts that we send out here to the wastes. Time and again. Putting their lives at risk for the vault. Well, I hope this works out. One other thing that'll be nice about bringing that nightwear back is that I can pop it on to give a temporary stat boost for the charisma, and then maybe that'll kind of help make things work out a little bit better there. But yeah, I will end this one here. I will see you next time.